American Top 40.
Let's keep it going on American Top 40 with this group headed up by 25-year-old Lisa Loeb, originally from Dallas, living in New York City now. Lisa and 9 Stories hold at number 3 with Stay.
American Top 40!
Now check this out. She wrote her song all by herself, sang lead vocals, and took it all the way to number 1. This song, still on top. For a second week in a row, the number 1 song in America belongs to the lady who wrote it and sings it, Lisa Loeb, backed by 9 Stories. Stay.
Casey's Top 40. Across the USA and around the world, you can hear Casey's Top 40 every week on great radio stations like the new B97 New Orleans, Louisiana, 95.3 WDNH, the Lake Region's best music station, Honesdale, Pennsylvania. Well, now we're up to the latest hit for Lisa Loeb, a singer who has an unusual intellectual pastime. She keeps her mind occupied by solving complicated mathematical equations. From her horn-rimmed glasses and bookish looks, you might think Lisa has a strong intellectual side. And you'd be right. She doesn't just look smart, she is smart. Lisa graduated from New England's prestigious Brown University, where one of her favorite subjects was mathematics. Lisa was such a math whiz in college that some of her highest marks were in calculus and advanced mathematical theory. She says she loves the logic of mathematics, the way everything seems to work out so perfectly. To this day, Lisa uses math problems to relax. The members of her touring band say they're often amazed to find the singer on their tour bus with a legal pad full of complicated numbers in front of her. She'll just sit there with a smile on her face, happily working out the details of what for them would be a mathematical nightmare. Aside from complicated math equations, Lisa seems to have figured out the equation for musical success.
America's Top Hits.
4 years ago this week, one of the top hits in the USA was I Do, by a star whose self-written record company bio begins with the words, I hate writing this bio probably more than you hate reading it. I'll have details and that top hit after this.
Casey counts them down.
We're counting down the 100 biggest hits of 1998. Making her mark at number 52 is a singer and songwriter who says that her first performances were duets with her sister. Their family had a stereo that they could plug a microphone into, and their favorite thing was to play Olivia Newton-John albums and sing along as if they were Olivia Newton-John. These days, people are singing along to her songs. Here's Lisa Loeb with I Do.
America's Top Hits.
4 years ago this week, one of the top hits in the USA was by a star whose self-written record company bio begins with the words, I hate writing this bio probably more than you hate reading it. Singer-songwriter Lisa Loeb says she doesn't like to do things the standard record company way. In her self-written bio, she writes, my label wrote a bio for me, but it was boring, so I decided to write my own. Lisa Loeb uses her self-written bio to explain why she thinks bios and knowing anything at all about pop musicians is kind of useless. She says that sort of information doesn't make the music any more interesting. What she suggests is that instead of reading her bio, her fans should simply listen to her album. She says that should tell them everything they need to know about her. 4 years ago this week, Lisa Loeb had one of the top hits in the USA. Here's I Do.
American Top 20. Top 20.
You're hearing the 20 hottest hits in the 50 states. Well, now we're up to an extra by Lisa Loeb, a singer who's dealing with the end of a long-time relationship by starring in a TV series about her search for her next relationship. For the past 6 years, Lisa Loeb and Dweezil Zappa have been what Hollywood gossips call an item. They went on tour together. They even did a Food Network series together. But now that they've separated, Lisa is in the market for someone new. And she's doing her looking with the whole world watching. That's right, Lisa is the star of a new reality series called Number One Single, a show that's airing on E! On Sunday nights. In the series, we follow Lisa as she moves from Los Angeles to New York and starts dating. It seems like an odd thing to do in public, but Lisa says it makes good sense to her. Quote, what I do as a musician is connect to an audience. I figured, Why not take it to another level? Now, here's Lisa Loeb with an extra from 1998, I Do.
Counting down the hits with Casey Kasem.